So I closed over 33 deals last year without cold calling a single person. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can make hundreds of thousands of dollars in commissions without ever having to cold call again. That's coming up right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to Freedom Agents. This YouTube channel is all about two things. Number one, drastically increasing your sales. And number two, using the commissions you earn in real estate to create a life of financial freedom. My name is Marc Brenner. I'm leader of the Living in Atlanta team here in Atlanta, Georgia. And we are now offering agents a way to join our team without having to give up any of their commission. So if you're looking for that personal one-on-one coaching and detail-oriented planning and training that goes along with being on a team without wanting to give up any of your commission or having to do what the team tells you to do, then you should reach out. We have a great program where you can partner with us and be your own solo agent, but still get all of the benefits that you would get for joining a team. So if that sounds interesting to you, I want you to click the link in the description below, book a Zoom call with me. We can look at your business, come up with some game plans, and see if it would be a good fit to work together. All right, so cold calling. I'm really excited to talk about this topic today because I tried to cold call for over a year, and I can tell you it was absolutely soul crushing. And I remember while I was doing it, I would give anything to never have to pick up that phone and call a stranger again. So today I'm going to talk about how you can actually succeed in real estate without having to bother people that don't know that you're calling them and beg them to give you your business. But first, why do people cold call at all? Maybe you're just getting into the business, you don't really understand how it works. So for those of you who are new to real estate, a lot of agents, especially early in their career, will start off cold calling FSBOs and expireds. FSBOs are for sale by owners. These are people who are trying to sell the home themselves. Expired listings are just listings with agents that have not sold for a certain reason. So the logic is you have a list of people that have already demonstrated a desire to sell. And so you can call these people, introduce yourself, and try to get them to list with you because you feel like you can do a better job. And in full fairness to cold callers, there are a lot of agents who have made big businesses off cold calling. Now, why is it soul crushing? Well, first of all, you have to call these people very early. All of the top cold callers will tell you you need to start probably no later than 7:30 in the morning. Why? Because you're competing with all the other cold callers in your market. Okay, you're not the only one calling these people. Every agent has the same lists for FSBOs and expireds. And so these people absolutely get bombarded with calls. And if you want to stand out, most of the top cold callers will tell you you have to start first. And that usually is around 7:30, way before business hours. And a lot of these agents even call people on Saturdays and Sundays. Not only are you calling these people out of the blue, they have no idea who you are. You're calling them very early and you're asking them to list their home for them. So just imagine how upset you would be if you were thinking of selling your house and someone called you at 7:30 in the morning. Maybe they woke you up and they're talking about, hey, did your home sell? What happened? I think I could do a better job for you. Just think how you would feel towards that person. You can imagine some of the anger coming out of those phone calls. I can't tell you how many times I was yelled at, cursed at, screamed at, hung up on. This is constant, okay? Every morning, you're waking up for hours to call people who have no interest in speaking with you. They don't know you, they don't like you, and they don't trust you, which are the three main ingredients for getting someone to work with you. Now, not only are you calling really early in the morning, but you have to do this for hours. Again, if you look up the top cold callers, they do this for 2 to 3 hours a day. And if calling people at 7:30 in the morning to try to list their house and pissing them off wasn't enough, it's very expensive, okay? You don't just randomly call people. There's equipment that you have to buy and services that you have to buy for cold calling. You have to buy usually a triple line dialer. This allows you to call multiple people at one time and be connected with the person who answers first. And you're going to have to pay for leads. You're going to have to get the best lists for expireds and FSBOs, which when I was doing it was around $300 to $400 a month. So between that and the triple line dialer and any other programs that you need, you're going to be spending $300 to $500 a month just for the opportunity to be screamed at by these people. So I tried this for months and months on end. I got some leads. I even set some appointments. But after a while, I had very, very little business to show for it. And it was crushing me every day. I was absolutely miserable, even more miserable than when I was working in a corporate job. I can tell you, I have never felt lonelier than when I was cold calling FSBOs and expireds. So as you can imagine, for all of those reasons, I realized this is just not something I can do to go forward, and a lot of people feel the same way. Now, you might be an outlier and love cold calling, but this video is for people who want a different way. I'll tell you what, the best thing in real estate is when someone calls you up and says, I would love to work with you. I want you to help me buy a home or sell a home. There's no better feeling in real estate. And I'm going to tell you exactly how to make that happen. If you're not going to cold call, you have to be in front of a camera. Okay, that's just the truth of it. I wish I could give you other options, come up with another way, but you have to realize how many companies, how many big technology companies are doing everything they can to eliminate your commissions as an agent. So if you don't want to do cold calling, you need to face the facts that you will need to be in front of a camera. And of course, I'm talking about social media and making videos. Now, before I dive into lead generation by getting in front of a camera, it goes without saying that no matter what you do for lead generation, you need to stay top of mind for your sphere of influence, your friends and your family and your acquaintances. I don't care if you cold call or if you make YouTube videos like me. You need to be top of mind with these people. So that means calling them, interacting with them, texting them, posting on Facebook and Instagram, and generally just creating a referral-based business by keeping in touch with the people who already know you, like you, and trust you. So that's in addition to everything I'm talking about today. I don't want you to take that for granted. In my eyes, that's just the price of admission for even getting started in real estate. Now, let's talk about getting in front of a camera. What does that look like? What platform should you start with? Well, honestly, these days you should be on every platform. If you're a modern agent in 2022, you need to have some presence on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and now TikTok. Personally, I would not worry too much about Twitter and LinkedIn, although those can also be sources of a lot of business for agents. Now, all of these platforms are not the same. Here's what I'll tell you. You've heard me say this in other videos. Pick one lead generation strategy and become the master at it. So if that's Instagram, then you become the Instagram master. For me, it's YouTube. I put all of my time, energy, and resources into YouTube. So you want to pick one that you're really going to go all out with, but you still need to have a presence and post actively on all of the other platforms. The way that I look at it for my business, Facebook and Instagram is to stay top of mind for my sphere of influence. So I post personal and business related items in those channels so that when people think real estate, they think of me. Now, for me, if you want my real advice, if you really want to make multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars without ever having to cold call, you need to make a YouTube channel. I've talked ad nauseum about why YouTube is the best lead generation in real estate. In fact, I have an entire video explaining why I think that is, so make sure you go check that out. But here's the beauty of YouTube. Number one, it's completely free. Number two, there's very little competition. There are very, very few real estate agents on YouTube making videos consistently. And the ones who are making videos are usually making the wrong types of videos. They're making videos about what it's like to be a real estate agent, and no one wants to see that content. So there's very little competition. Also, these people call you. It's the opposite of cold calling. They are reaching out to you when they're ready to work with you. And especially with YouTube, because they've seen you for hours and hours and hours, they celebritize you in their mind. So when you answer the phone, they really can't believe they're talking to you after having watched you for hours. So you really don't have to sell these people, and you're very rarely competing against other agents. This is some of the easiest business you will ever get. But also with YouTube specifically, these videos are searchable, so people will find them over and over again and reach out. YouTube videos collect leads in perpetuity. meaning forever, for as long as they're published. So this is a little different from Instagram or Facebook. If you've ever tried to find a particular post, it can be really hard to do. It's not really hard to find an old YouTube video. You just need the right keyword search. And here's another thing. If you develop enough of a following on YouTube, Google will start to pay you ad revenue for your channel. So at a certain point, you are actually getting paid to generate leads for your business. It's absolutely the best. So if you're absolutely sick of cold calling, but you want to succeed in real estate, here's what you need to do. You need to create a YouTube channel. You need to make content that your people are looking for. Whoever you like to work with, you need to ask, what does value look like for them? And make those videos. For instance, I service people who are relocating here from out of state. So I make videos like the cost of living in Atlanta, the pros and cons of living in Atlanta, the best school districts in Atlanta. This is valuable content for my clients. Now, what I want you to do is just create a simple plan. I started off with 1 video a week. That's a lot for some people. If you just made 2 videos a month for at least 6 months, I guarantee you will have more business than you know what to do with. But here's the thing. You can't make 1 video and then wait 6 months and make 5 videos and wait 3 weeks and make 1 video and wait 2 more months and make 4 videos. You need consistency. So create a plan that you can stick to, and less is more. I'd rather you make 1 video a month consistently for 12 months than make 5 videos in the first week and not make another one for 6 months. So number 1, start a YouTube channel. Number 2, find out what value looks like to the clients you want to work with. Number 3, create a plan that you can stick to no matter what happens in your life. You're going to execute on this amount of videos per month. Now, for all the other details about how to use a YouTube channel to close real estate business, I want you to refer to my older videos where I go in depth on all of the techniques that I use. But that's enough to get you started. All right, so that's YouTube. The other way you need to be in front of a camera is on TikTok. So personally, I avoided this for a long time. I'm a little bit older. It did not make sense to me. And I definitely did not want to make all the silly dances and stuff you see on TikTok. But this is a huge opportunity. This is the fastest growing social media platform in the world. And it's relatively new, meaning you can rise to the top, especially among other real estate agents, before it gets flooded with people. Now, again, I'm not talking about making silly dance videos or whatever. Whatever value looked like to you in your YouTube channel, you can just make a condensed version on TikTok. So all the pros and cons videos that I make for YouTube that are 10 to 20 minutes long, I simply condense that content for 1 to 3 minute videos on TikTok. You would be amazed how quickly you can grow a following on TikTok. Because this platform is so new, because there's such little competition, if you make videos consistently that provide value, you are going to get massive amount of leads from TikTok. Now again, I need you to understand the key to all of this is number 1, being yourself. People want to connect with you. They want to hear your story because they can relate to you and it's going to make them feel connected and they'll be more likely to trust you and want to work with you. But number 2, you have to provide value. This always confused me when people told me this when I got into the industry. But as soon as I realized what value looked like to people moving here from out of state, I realized you can apply this to whomever you want to work with. Okay, if you want to work with doctors, you need to ask yourself, what do doctors look like if they're going to buy or sell their home? If you want to work with younger couples, maybe you're in your early 20s and you're just getting started, what does value look like to a young couple looking to buy a home? What are the videos you would want to see? Okay, again, most important thing, do not make real estate sales content. No one cares about the inspection process or escrow or what the best offer looks like, but they do like to see beautiful homes and they do like to learn about neighborhoods. And there is a lot of other content that is valuable for them that no other real estate agent is making. So if you never want to cold call again, if you never want to have to bother someone at 7:30 or have them scream at you and curse at you and hang up on you over and over and over again, you need to get in front of a camera and you need to do it consistently. Now, My biggest recommendation to you, like I said, start a YouTube channel. This is the best lead generation in the history of real estate. I literally make 1 or 2 videos a month now. I do no other lead generation, and I closed almost $15 million in gross volume last year. That's without ever having to cold call someone I didn't know. It's just overall a much more pleasant experience when people who are excited are calling you rather than you calling a stranger who does not want to talk to you. Now, I will say it's 2022. Definitely start a YouTube channel, but I'll also say TikTok is a massive opportunity. It's very fertile ground to generate a lot of business. So I think you also need to be creating TikTok. It does not have to be these silly dancing videos. Make it authentic, provide value, do it consistently, and I guarantee you'll never have to cold call again. All right, so I hope that helped you. I promise if you start a YouTube channel, if you start a TikTok channel, if you execute consistently for at least 6 months, you will never have to cold call again, and you will be making multiple 6 figures in your business. Now, if you want to talk in more detail about how to get started with YouTube and TikTok and just marketing in general, like I said, book a Zoom call with me. We can talk about it, review your business, and come up with a strategy. So I hope that provided you some value. I hope it inspired you to take action, get in front of a camera. It's like anything else. It takes a little bit of practice, but before long, you will be very natural and you will set yourself apart from all the other agents who are too scared to get in front of a camera. So thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what other types of videos you want to see. Book a Zoom call with me if you want to talk in more detail. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.